this is Angie from Rockin' Rippy Adventures, and today I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm driving up to the top of Red Mountain, which is on the Yakima Mountain Range. I do have Denny the dog in the car, and he's being kind of silly. But what I thought I'd do on our drive up here was give you a couple of encounters that I've experienced in this area. I believe in Bigfoot. You guys know I believe in Bigfoot. If you know me at all, you know I'm a believer. I have been coming up to the forest up here for a long time. I guess I should just start. Okay, first time I got the Bigfoot heebie-jeebies up here. My family and I had come to camp, and we were camping actually on the Yakima campground, which is on the north side. Today I'm going to the south side, which is called Red Mountain. But we were camping at the Yakima campground. It's a very kind of dark campground, and it's usually got all the normal things: squirrels, birds, bugs, you know, the drill. So we brought our family up there and set up for the night, and everything was pretty normal. And you know, you get that feeling that there's something in the woods, but there are bear out here. There were definitely cougar. We had 2 dogs with us at the time. So the normal. We set up camp. We put the kids in a tent. My husband and I sleep in the back of the truck for the night. Halfway through the night, the kids get up and join us in the back of the truck. And I noticed that there's all of a sudden like no noise. None of the normal creaks. None of the normal anything. It just got silent. And it was about 3:30 in the morning. I laid wide awake in the back of the truck. I at one point did hear a large crackling. Sounded similar to a branch breaking. No clue, could have been a bear. But for the rest of the night, the entire campground was silent. Got up in the morning and decided it would be kind of cool, let the kids drive back down the mountain in the back of the truck. It was still silent. There was a group of boys that came up, young men, with their hunting dogs to do some rabbit hunting, I guess. And that was just one. Let me pick up this piece of garbage. That was just one of the encounters I've had. Hold on. Stay, boys. Garbage pickup. Okay, so I don't normally stop a video to pick up somebody else's trash, but it was in the middle of the road, so there we go. I'll throw it up at the top. There's a trash can. That was the first super creepy night I've ever spent up here. Had another incident up here with my son and I. We were 4-wheeling, and it's definitely a really old area in the Yakima Mountain Range. Sits on a caldera by Clear Lake. It's one of the largest calderas in North America, I believe. So it's just a really interesting geological spot. I had been 4-wheeling up here with my son. Sorry, I have to put the seatbelt on for the dog. And we were coming back down the mountain. We had seen a bunch of garbage on the side of the road, so we were kind of checking out the side of the road as we were going by. You know, we always joke around about dead bodies because we're out in the middle of nowhere. And down kind of at the beginning of where we started filming, we found a spine. It was a giant spine. It was a spine the size of, I'm going to go with pig or horse. It was so intense that there was nothing else left on it. It was just the spine. So we took some pictures and went down to the dams where there were some fishermen, and showed him my pictures. And one of the gentlemen down there was a doctor, and he is a medical doctor. And he said it definitely looks human, but I can't imagine it would be a human spine out here. Could be a pig spine. So it was another kind of creepy encounter that happened out here. I haven't ever seen prints out here. I have definitely had more than one encounter out. Oh, third encounter. Denny and I were camping with Darren, so my dog, my husband, and myself, and we came up here to what I call the meadows. It's actually there's a anyways, we were parked at our little campground, and we had a fire pit, and instead of sleeping in the car that night, we decided to try out our new tent, and we had Denny with us, and Denny has been on all my adventures. He is not scared of the dark. He will whine. Let me put it in four-wheel drive real quick. Traction control off, four-wheel drive on. You know, he'll whine, but very rarely. He won't bark unless there's somebody coming. He's pretty selective about who he barks. He's just a really good dog. I feel very confident traveling anywhere with him. He's protective. That night, however, sometime around 2 in the morning, Denny lost continence and peed all over my feet and peed all over the tent, which just doesn't happen. So I'm not sure what was out there that night, but it definitely scared Denny enough, and it could have been a mountain lion. Who knows? So there are my 3 encounters up here that I can put my finger on. More than once we've left an area because I got the heebie-jeebies, but I am also a little bit in tune. You know when you're driving down the freeway and you look at somebody and they look back at you? 9 times out of 10 I get a reaction. Like, I just have that. It's always been there for me. I can always feel when somebody's looking at me. Well, I can't say always. 90% of the time. So I thought I would do this video today because I believe in Bigfoot and I believe in our Sasquatch. And I recently found out that there is a missing persons case up here. A young man disappeared in 2005 from the Yakima campground, which is the other side of town. It's the place where I had the silent experience. And it is very similar to the missing 411 cases that David Paulides has made famous. A hunter goes missing is basically the gist of his cases. This wasn't a hunter, it was a young man and his friend, and they'd come up to camp and maybe do some four-wheeling earlier in the day. They set their tent up, went to bed. That's all that I know right now. I just started looking into it. However, the young man got up in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning, and asked his friend for a flashlight. His friend gave him a flashlight, and he went to go to the bathroom, and they never found him. It's a very small town. He was, his parents are his family is pretty affluent community. They had search and rescue on the scene. It sounded like within 24 hours, if not within a shorter time. And nobody found him. And it's, like I said, these are local boys. They know the area, they know the terrain, and he just disappeared, which I think is pretty stereotypical of some of the missing 411 cases. So I'm intrigued. It intrigued me enough to get me out of the house today, and I'm trying not to film this person in front of me. And I came up here onto Cow Mountain. We're gonna go to Red Mountain first. There's some puffballs up here, mushrooms that I found that I think will be here. I'm gonna try to find, and then I'm gonna take you guys just on a little drive to some of my favorite places. So this is a different video for me. It's more dictatorial. I hope you guys like it. And Angie from Rock and Repeat Adventures. I'm gonna try to do some more of these. Go to the places that I've had my Bigfoot experiences and film while I drive. Here's my new. I hope you guys like it. Here we go. We are now at the staging area at the top of Red Mountain. It's a great spot. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Get out, go explore, have some fun, go four-wheeling. Have a great day.